very short one, I think. It's about Lucy Letby retrial. I don't know if I got the right one, but there was something on the news, but let me see if I can find it. Because this late, I can't believe what I am literally you know, what is being said at this present moment. I think it's, hold on, let me see if it's that one. But if anything, if I'm not happy with this one, I'll just do it over. Oh yeah, this is it. So Lucy Letby was spoken about on the news the other day, but I'm gonna play this a little bit because I feel this is ridiculous. This lady is not normal by any chance.
Last summer, Lucy Letby became the most prolific child killer in modern British history after she was convicted of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 6 more. Today, she was back in the dock for the start of a retrial on 1 charge. The former nurse has pleaded not guilty to the murder of a newborn in 2016. The judge told the jury they must decide the case on the evidence placed before them and nothing else. Well, Catherine Jacob was in court as the prosecution began. Catherine, good evening to you. What's been happening today? Yes, Tessa, as you say, Lucy Letby was here at Manchester Crown Court today in the dock to hear the prosecution's opening statement. She sat very still and stared straight ahead for much of the proceedings, which began with the judge giving the jury a reminder today. He said, "You will know that in a trial that ended almost a year ago, Lucy Letby was convicted of murdering babies and attempting to murder a number of other babies." He said, "You must make decisions on the evidence, not on what you've heard or read." And then the prosecution began its opening statement. It's nearly a year since Lucy Letby's previous trial, when she was found guilty of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 6 others. Today, she went on trial accused of a single charge, the attempted murder of a premature baby known as Baby K, a charge she denies. Letby was a nurse on the neonatal unit here at the Countess of Chester Hospital between 2015 and 2016. Baby K died here on the 17th of February 2016, and the jury heard today that Lucy Letby was on shift at the time. The prosecution claims that by the time Lucy Letby killed Baby K, she had already murdered 5 babies and attempted to murder 3 others. In court today, the prosecuting barrister Nick Johnson KC said, "In a nutshell, we say that her status as a multiple murderer and attempted murderer is an important piece of evidence that you should take into account when you are considering whether we have proved that she was trying to kill Baby K." The jury were also shown a video walkthrough of the Countess of Chester's neonatal unit in 2016. And told that Lucy Letby would trawl Facebook to hunt for information about the parents of the children she'd murdered or attempted to murder, sometimes on the same day as the babies died. The prosecution said, "We can see that it was a characteristic of Lucy Letby that she was interested in the parents of the children she'd murdered and attempted to murder." The prosecution described how Baby K was born in the early hours here at the Countess of Chester very prematurely, at only 25 weeks. However, the baby did remarkably well at first. A tube was inserted to help breathing, and the baby was moved to the neonatal unit. But while 2 other nurses and a consultant briefly left, the baby's breathing tube became displaced, the oxygen levels fell, and the consultant walked back in, say the prosecution, to find Lucy Letby standing over Baby K. The alarms that should have been going off had been disabled.
Oh, wow.
The jury heard, "We suggest that the fact that Lucy Letby was doing nothing and the fact that the alarms were not sounding is evidence from which you can conclude that it was Lucy Letby, the convicted murderer, who had displaced the tube. We say Lucy Letby had been caught virtually red-handed by the consultant." Baby K's tube would dislodge twice more over the next few hours with Lucy Letby present. The baby sadly died a few days later after being moved to another hospital. The prosecution told the jury this case may come down to whether they believe what the consultant says he saw. So, Catherine, that's the prosecution, but the defence has also been outlining its case to the jury today. Yes, that's right, Tessa.
And they think that person is of sound mind, do they? That she did that. Do they really think that is normal for a neonatal nurse to do that to some babies? Does that sound normal? She went and she researched the parents, the people, to the babies that she unalived. That doesn't sound normal to me.
The last hour or so, the defence has been outlining its case and highlighting various different facts. Among them, they said that baby K was extremely premature and a very fragile baby. The barrister said any baby born under 37 weeks is classed as premature. Baby K, born at just 25 weeks, should have been moved, say the defence, to a specialised hospital, and added that the Countess of Chester was not the level of unit designed to care for such a premature baby. And the defence barrister added about Lucy Letby that Lucy Letby has maintained always that she is not guilty. She is guilty, he said, of nothing. The trial is set to continue here tomorrow.
She is guilty of nothing. How is she guilty of nothing when she did something? She researched the people of the babies that passed. That is not a normal act of a person. That don't sound normal to me. Does that sound normal to you? I don't know. So this lady that they are defending, who's fairly evil in sorts, this taking a tube out from a child who needed the tube so they can breathe or whatever, and you more or less took it on yourself so that you could unalive the child. That's not normal. Oh, there is another one that I did see as well. Let me see, I could find it. Right, she said Lucy Letby convicted of murder never intended or tried to harm the baby in her care, which sound like she did to me. She dislocated the tube. Let's repeat. Dislocated the tube that can save the child's life. And what's it? What? Let me see. Dislocated the tube. I'm trying to find it a bit better so I can. She dislocated the tube from a child who needed air, or whatever was needed for the child to survive. And you did that. Let me see. See, they keep showing the one from before. Oh. So let me see what they're saying on this one. That one's blanked out.
Lucy Letby takes to stand to deny ever trying to harm babies in her care. Published by Metro. Killer nurse Lucy Letby has claimed she never intended or tried to harm any babies in her care. The 34-year-old has already been convicted of the murder of 7 babies and attempted murder of 6 others at Countess of Chester Hospital between June 2015 and June 2016. But she is now on trial again at Manchester Crown Court accused of the attempted murder of another baby girl known as Child K after the previous jury failed to reach a verdict over the charge. It's alleged that Letby tried to kill Child K while she was working a night shift on the neonatal unit on February 17, 2016. Consultant pediatrician Dr. Ravi Jayaram was working on the night of the alleged incident, the prosecution say,
So that's the whistleblower. That's the whistleblower who they said, who was spoken about before, right? I'm just like, wow. This lady, she said she didn't intend to harm the children. Now that's it with you. She didn't intend to harm the children. I think you did intend to harm the children. It's just that you got caught by people who's working around you, and you had that power in your hands, because these little children are defenseless. But like I said, this is going to be a very short one. I ain't going to be on for long. I'm going to be watching this, how this is going to go. She didn't intend to harm the children. Where did they write that at? It's crazy to me that how, like I said, the fact that how she has so much privilege is beyond me, that she's able to say this and be so comfortable saying it. She hasn't got remorse. Once again, it's an unremorseful, what's it called? What they call them? Angel. She's unremorseful. She will, like, now, right now, she will say anything probably to get out of the prison that she's in right now, when the evidence is quite clear to what it is. So I ain't even gonna stay on it long, basically. But I will come back on when there's something else to do with this lady, because this foolishness, like, if it was another type of person, hi Christine, it was another type, another whatever, they would have thrown the book at him. And I said this before, they would have thrown the book at him. There would have been no explanation, nothing. And like, the breathing tube is a breathing tube. It's a premature baby. It's a premature baby, and I think there was one had brain damage. I can't remember each individual case, but she's very evil. I don't know. She's evil by a long shot. And if she does the retrial, when the retrial do happen and she gets off with this, I'll be very surprised, because she don't deserve to be out. She's very dangerous to the public. She should have got struck off, because they left it very long before they struck her off of the NHS. That does not sound very safe for any parent to be trusting of certain people's, unless they can do it overnight and be around their infants when they are premature, because if there's ones like this lady, then there will be problems. And if the heads are defending her still, they need to stop defending her, because it's clear, all the evidence, she's written in journals, I think diaries and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on this. I just thought I'd just come do a quick one, because I was meant to do about this before, but being how sensitive it is, because I know women might have lost babies and stuff like that, so this is a very sensitive subject. Okay, it's very sensitive. So excuse me if I do not feel sorry for the lady. I don't. I do not feel. I feel that she's got too much privilege in the jail. I think she's too comfortable, and the parents need to try and do something, because I don't know what to tell them, to be honest. It's just very shocking how she's thinking she did not intend to harm children, whatever that means. That's just BS by itself. But thank you, Christine, for coming through. I'm going to come off. It is very short. I just wanted to put that out on the airwaves and add it to the playlist of the Lucy Letby playlist, because it has to be archived, because this is a serious thing. She's worse than Myra Hindley, worse than all the angels of deaths in the past. She's not no different to anybody. And if they feel that they are doing the justice to people right now, it's not good, because children being born with all sorts of elements right now, and hi Shadow, and really they deserve a better thing, a better I don't know, I can't put into words now. I'm lost. They deserve a better justice than what is being given, because this lady seems to be having it quite easy by a long shot, and it ain't no easy. Okay, but like I said, for those who've lost babies, that's why I'm saying treating this with very sensitivity, because this lady, she's done a crime, and it's I think the worst crime ever. When when you have children in your care and they're not able to take care of themselves, and you are in a job or power where you can make sure the children's okay, where you play with their tubes and all sorts of stuff, and maybe if that Indian doctor didn't walk in or the other man didn't walk in, who knows how many other children would have been gone, even though she'd been doing it quite a long time. So yeah, don't know what to say right now. But anyways, I will keep an eye on the Lucy Letby trial, because I feel that's important to keep an eye on it. I will come up and open the thing, and I will do a whole video on it, because it's important, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, it could be our grandchildren, our grandbabies in the hands of such monsters, and in a position, and it's not no safeguarding. I don't know what is going on with these people. There's a lot of monsters coming out of the woodwork even more than ever now. So I'm not going to go on. Sorry, I'm droning on now. But anyways, thank you for coming through, Christine and Shadow, and I'll see ya in the next one. If you wasn't here earlier, you can go through the replay, and you can also go through the playlist of Lucy Letby if you don't know the history of this case, and get acquainted with it, because I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about her. Okay, so with that said, I will see you later. Take care. Bye. Thanks for coming through.